Hello, I'm Diane Schumacher. Welcome to Dragon's Lair Update. You'll see a men's soccer clash between perennial Region 20 powers and a battle between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the Maryland JUCO Conference. We'll start with men's soccer. Howard travels to Largo for a game with serious playoff implications. Derek Watte anchors our coverage.
Thanks, Diane. Howard has won 3 in a row. 2 of those wins came in overtime. It can't get any more evenly matched than the Howard-Prince George's rivalry dating back to 2012. Each team has scored a 1-0 win over the other, and they battled to a 1-1 draw just 2 years ago. Soccer analyst David Owasom will be with us for this Region 20 matchup. David, how can Howard get the win against PG?
Well, Derek, in such a massive game, Howard are going to look to come and establish their possession game with quick passing and movement off the ball. They would need to have an organized back line to deal with the strength and pace of PG.
After playing one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the country, Prince George's enters the game with a 7-4-2 record. The Owls took on 4 of the top 63 teams in the nation, emerging with a win and 3 losses in non-conference play. It's paying off. Prince George's is undefeated against the region. David, how can PG take down Howard?
Well, Derek, with the weather conditions looking the way they will be at kickoff, it's going to be tough for Howard to establish their possession game. So Prince George's are going to press them high up the field and try to make them uncomfortable on the ball. When they have the ball, they will look to stretch Howard's back line with long balls to their forwards.
With a Region 20 win on the line, Howard takes on Prince George's. Let's go to the highlights. First half, Howard in possession. Alex Smith sends it in. The keeper loses it. Shahid Twyman following it in, unable to punch in the rebound.
Howard had to capitalize on that opportunity. A spill by the goalie resulted in a simple tap-in that was completely blundered.
Set piece for the Dragons. Alex Smith will take it. Richard Lewis III with a big-time save. The 5'9" goalie goes up and gets his hand on it. Another free kick for Howard. Smith gets inside the box. Abdel Yakubu with a huge touch to keep it away from Jason Mitchell. Owls regroup. Now they're looking to counter. Eureka deep. Kevin Chavez looking for Kelly Marat. Christopher Roland with the challenge. Still Marat. Through ball to Chavez. Brian Zapinski, what a save.
Excellent 50-50 win by Kelly Mara and a great through ball to create the shooting opportunity. But tremendous save by Zapinski to push the shot wide. PG seems to be controlling the battle in the midfield with their strength and physicality.
Once again, PG is able to quickly take it from their final third to Howard's. Marat up against Tyler Kostopoulos. Marat gets down the side. 3 Owls inside the area. David Alabisi is there. Can't put in the goal. 26 minutes till the half. Sapinski sends it along. And deep. Neo Gustandino. Midfield battle was won by Chavez. PG starting to get forward themselves, putting plenty of pressure on Howard now. Kostopoulos concedes the throw. 4 minutes later, Prince George's corner kick. Gustandino gets it out of the box. But Chavez keeps it going for PG, moves it along to Angelo Rodore. Kostopoulos now. Rodore regaining possession for PG. Here comes the cross. Roland heads it out. Eureka deep. Defended well by Smith. 10 in blue. Edetunje plays it back. Here comes a long ball. Dangerous ball. PG has numbers. Angelo Rodore. Prince George's takes the lead.
The initial mistake starts because of a poor clearance by Kostopoulos after he wins possession. That allows Prince George's to recycle the ball and find an over-the-top ball while the Howard backline is trying to organize. Excellent run and calm finish by Angelo Rodore.
Falls to Emmanuel Wright. Wright beats 2 defenders, retains possession in traffic. He's taken down right outside the penalty area. Free kick for Howard. Alex Smith right into the wall. Jonathan Horrocks wins the ball for Howard, puts it in the box. Prince George's clears the ball successfully. Another long ball. Tyler Kostopoulos is the only man back for Howard. Gets there first, concedes the throw. 8 seconds till halftime. Corner for PG. Good ball into the area. Adetunje attempts the volley. Goes down. Chavez off the leg of Adetunje. Nenmba waved off by officials. Time expired.
Controversial takeaway of the goal. A great finish is taken away due to the halftime buzzer. I bet PG is really upset at that.
Second half, Dragons switch the field.
Howard seems to be getting frustrated throughout the game because PG is pressing them high and not allowing them to establish comfortable possession.
Howard's goal kick is short and right to Radore. Mba plays it right to Adetunje.
PG begins to get a rhythm with their combination play and begins to start taking shots from distance at the keeper.
Throw in for the Dragons, they go to Emmanuel Wright.
Tremendous turn by Wright, but PG has a well-organized backline that swarms him and does not allow him to give service.
Free kick for Howard. Smith takes it. Lewis loses the ball. Walter Gonzalez. Broken up. Back to Gonzalez. Robbed by CeeLo Grice.
Another spill by the goalkeeper creates an opportunity for Howard, which they are not able to capitalize on again.
26 minutes remaining. Right, excellent anticipation. Dragons have something here. Bad touch by Grice.
Way to be brave by Lewis to get off his line quickly and close down the shooting opportunity for Howard.
23 minutes. Murrah, deep, slaughters it away. 2-goal lead for Prince George's.
Excellent low hard strike by Indeed.
You get the sense that that one might be the deciding blow. What a shot from the freshman out of High Point High School. Inside of 10 minutes now. Dragons lose possession. Owls on the counter. Murrah, Adetunje.
Well done. Another excellent driving run and through ball by Adetunje. A great reaction save by Zapinski.
Prince George's picks up a Region 20 win. 2-0 is your final. Let's go to Hamid Hosseini.
Give us a walkthrough of how you approach the game, because considering both teams have a similar win-loss record.
The PG's always been good competition for us every year, and we approached it hoping to get the 3 points, send a message to the rest of the conference, but unfortunately it came out like it did. So.
And Alec, I'd like you to give us a run through. As you can see, it's kind of a slip and slide out here with the wet conditions. How much did that affect your gameplay?
Affected both teams. Obviously affected the goalies, made it harder for them to stop shots. I tried to get a lot of free kicks put on the goalie, but obviously didn't work. We weren't able to move the ball as effectively as we would have liked in the middle and out wide, but both teams have to play in it. So I think we could have done a better job.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, my next question would be to you, John. Can you tell us what was going on in the halftime break? Because it seemed like the intensity kind of flared up, especially with Coach Dragunov receiving a yellow card. So what was he telling you during that break?
I think Dragunov was telling us that it was a solid first half. We were unlucky to end the half down a goal, but he told us that we had to get the first goal, which unfortunately we didn't, and it put us out of the game a little bit. Once they scored the second, we couldn't get back in it.
Well, you did have some opportunities in the second half. Was there anything that you could have done differently?
Honestly, just be more lethal and make sure the shots go in the back of the net. So.
Well, it was an overall magnificent effort on both teams, and best of luck to you three gentlemen for your next game. And I'm Omid Hosseini, and this is Dragons Lair Update.
My first guest played soccer professionally in Bulgaria, Portugal, and Hong Kong. This is his 12th season at Howard. Head coach Stefan Dragunov joins me now. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, Dan.
Coach, assess your team's performance against Prince George's.
The game against Prince George Community College, all the games against them, they've been games where we expect them with high expectations to win game against them. We started the game very well. We had a pretty good first 30 minutes in this game. Good domination, good ball distribution, spread the field, create some very good chances. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert these chances to get kind of benefits of this domination. And then, the goal that we conceded was kind of not right and perfect time for us. Unfortunately, that break the momentum. As you know, in the game of soccer, when the momentum shift, sometimes it goes well for the team that the momentum shift because they're down. We can see the goal, then we couldn't find the same way that we started the game for the rest of that game.
So tell us a little bit about your season, because this has been a kind of an unusual season for you, hasn't it?
It kind of reminds me my first years here, when I had to deal with some new things compared to where I came from. Very young, I would say, not enough mature group to deal with this season. Players that I don't think they have yet understand the expectations we have and set here at this program. Hopefully, by the playoffs, we'll be able to convince these players and this group that the place where it's a serious business, and they'll step up and kind of present the school and the program well at the playoffs.
So do you think we'll be able to get more consistency from then on?
That's another thing we're working on. There was some very good games and performances, and some games that we couldn't even recognize our players. So working on consistency for the rest of the season before the playoffs, it's something that the coaching staff will be working hard.
Now, we've got some strengths in this group. Talk to me a little bit about the strength of this group.
As I mentioned, this group, the players with great skills. Emmanuel Wright from last season, our top scorer from and the best offensive player from last season. He is in good, I would say, form, and I expect that he will finish the season like that. He's a consistent threat to any of the defensive lines and our opponents, so I expect his leadership on the field up front on the final third will give us a lot of hope that we can make good run in the playoffs.
Coach, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Diane.
It's time for women's soccer. The top two Maryland JUCO contenders battle for 3 points. Let's go to Derek Watte.
And thanks, Diane. Howard enters the game ranked 7th in the D3 national poll, looking for a statement win against a Division I program. The Dragons have won 8 straight entering the CSM game. They've outscored opponents 25-3 during their win streak. Soccer analyst David Owason will be with us for this Maryland JUCO showdown. David, what is Howard looking to do against CSM?
Well, Derek, Howard are going to look to get their runs from their deep line midfielders so they can create shooting opportunities in the 18.
College of Southern Maryland is 4-2 entering the game. The Hawks have traditionally been a tough opponent for the Dragons. CSM has won 2 of their last 3 meetings against Howard convincingly. David, how can College of Southern Maryland get the win?
Well, Derek, it will be important for CSM not to surrender possession away in bad areas, because if they do, Howard will punish them and capitalize on those chances.
Howard's looking for a big win on the road. Dragons take on the Hawks next. Let's go to the highlight. Dragons winning the possession battle early. Katie Guerin plays it to Rebecca Coughlin. Cross to Brittany Nixon. Still Nixon gets up and pushes it to Jen Craven. Off the mark. Corner kick for CSM. Liz Parks gets it first. Sarah Yao from long range. The shot is wide. 8:50 till the half. Here's a chance for College of Southern Maryland. Alexis Porterfield takes it down far touchline. Parks comes back and wins the ball for Howard. Other end of the field, Savannah Holt throws it in. Bounces to Becky Manelli. She scores! Manelli gives Howard the lead.
Off of the long throw by Howard, excellent strike by Manelli, who's been a big player for Howard all season.
20 seconds till halftime. Becky Manelli. Diagonal ball in space for Coughlin. Catches the run of Coughlin. One-on-one with the keeper. It's Coughlin. A dagger just before halftime. Elation for Howard. Disaster for CSM.
Excellent through ball by Manelli to Coughlin, which split the CSM backline, and great composure shown by Coughlin to finish it far post away from the keeper.
On to the second half, 2-goal lead for the Dragons. Tara Miller breaks up the long pass. Nikki Manning wins it back for Howard. Defended by Rachel Yaddy. Manelli gets it back for Howard. Holt into the area, on to her left. Holt saved by Sydney Schultz. Throw in for Howard. Craven. Manning. Julia Lesko wins it for CSM. Sydney Wren Mason pounces on her and rips it away. Goes by Yaddy. Cross to Mobley. Goal! That's 3 goals in 13 minutes. Howard dominating CSM right now.
The pressure on CSM's backline by Wren Mason allows Howard to win the ball back. Excellent driving run and service creates a goal-scoring opportunity for Howard.
Howard in possession. Craven. Mobley. Wide to Manning. Craven and Coughlin running into the box. Manning picks out Coughlin. The volley sails over the bar. Hawks have it now. Barnett gets down the side. Long ball to Tara Collins. They're unable to connect. Coughlin takes it the other way. Collins stays with Coughlin, looking to slow her down with just some kind of contact. Coughlin beats the challenge. Jade Green wins the ball back for CSM, looking for Danielle Bowling. Picked off by Taylor Nowaski. Dragons on the counterattack. Nowaski keeps her head up, goes wide to Craven. Craven unmarked in the area. Craven! Save made by Schultz.
Great save by Schultz in a one-on-one opportunity. She got low and reacted to the shot quickly.
Nowaski once again beats a white shirt to the ball and sparks the counter. Relentless pressure from Howard. Hawks in possession, looking to strike quickly. But yet again, they're unable to connect in the final third. The door is slammed shut by Howard. Set piece for College of Southern Maryland. Dangerous ball from Julia Lesko. Darcy Bonzioni, strong play. She takes the hit and still manages to control the rebound. Statement win for the Dragons, 3-0. Howard is your final. Let's send it down to Hamid Hosseini.
How did it feel heading into the second half?
Well, we were definitely trying to, we knew it was going to be intense, and a 2-0 lead is the hardest to keep, so we just had to keep our focus on the game and push through it.
Were there any strategies or game plays that maybe you could have done differently?
We basically just wanted to keep it a shutout and make sure that all the things that we've been working on in practice stayed consistent throughout the whole game and make sure any improvements that we needed, we did through the game.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your 9th consecutive victory, and you only have 1 loss next to your team name. Yeah. So tell us, what does that do for your confidence now that we're progressing into the season?
I mean, I think with that 1 loss was in the early beginning of the season, that really, I think we needed that to realize, like, okay, we don't want to lose another one. So I guess staying motivated and confident through practice and games are what's keeping us winning and staying positive, so.
Okay, so my question to you, Darcy, is what's been the key to being a very successful goalkeeper?
Honestly, it's not all me, it's my team. It starts from the very top of our formation and works all the way back, so we just keep our eyes on the ball and hope that it doesn't go in the net.
This is Dragons Lair Update. I'm Omid Hosseini.
It's a pleasure to welcome 6-time Region 20 champion coach Kate Seagroves to the program. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the College of Southern Maryland. Let's assess their performance.
What's there to say? They didn't show much of what they used to be. I don't know if that's because maybe they're down a little bit or we're actually a lot better. Our team played extremely well that game, and we were able to do the things that we've been working on all year and do it well, and it's probably the best we've played.
Now, way back in August, when you started developing this team, did you ever think that they would be this strong at this time?
I had no idea what to expect. I knew our numbers, I thought our numbers were going to be a little lower. I thought, well, Well, it seems like whenever we have low numbers, we have better success. I'm not sure why that is. But what was nice about this team was there was no drop-off. We could put 11 people out there. We have 6 subs, and all of those subs could go in, and our level is not going to drop. So I guess our depth this year is probably one of the best teams we've ever had. And that's what's really nice, is when we sub, we know that we're just going to be as strong. Where a lot of times, if you may have strong 9, 10 players, if you're lucky, even strong 11, but you look at your bench and you're kind of curious who you're going to play and be able to hide that weakness, where we don't really have any weaknesses this year. We're strong across the board. So that was a surprise.
So talk to me about your staff, your assistant coaches. How important are they to the success of this program?
Oh, there's no question. I wouldn't be here without them. Athena is, I'll talk about her first, she's brilliant. She reads the game. It's her call as to what formation we're going to use. We always discuss who we're going to start in what positions, but one of her strengths is she can look at another team and know what formation they're playing and how we're going to beat it. And she's incredible with it. So, I mean, this is her calling. She may not know it. She keeps saying she wants to be a dentist. I'm not quite sure that she should, because the soccer world would be losing an incredible coach, because she is, no question, we would not be where we are without her expertise. She's excellent, and she's been great ever since she came on board. I brought on Jonah Schumann this year for our goalkeeping, and he has been excellent. He is out there 3 days a week, which is what we agreed on. He's actually come probably even more than that. He is so dedicated, and he's so good with these girls, and he's really taught Darcy and Marissa some incredible techniques. So this staff has probably clearly been one of the best I've had in my career.
Good luck, Kate, the rest of the season.
Thank you.
It's time for women's volleyball. Howard takes on Cecil in a Maryland JUCO showdown. Derek Watte anchors our coverage.
Thanks, Diane. The Dragons have already exceeded their 2014 win total and have won 3 of their last 4 entering the Cecil match. Howard's 3 leading hitters are sophomores. They'll be pumped up for this one, as it's their final regular season game in the Dragons' lair. Volleyball analyst Mike Cerrone will be with us for this Maryland JUCO clash. Mike, how do you expect the Dragons to go after Cecil?
Well, Derek, if Howard's offense can pinpoint the back line and attack that whole entire back line of Cecil, it's going to be more difficult for the Seahawks to set up Aubrey Cresswell, Cecil's offensive weapon, for a kill. That's how important having a libero or a defensive specialist is on your team. For instance, Alia Mustafa, the Dragons libero. She creates a lot of good chances with her passes from the back line, which Cecil doesn't possess. Chelsea Perinella, who is top 5 in multiple offensive categories in the Maryland JUCO Conference, has a lot to do with the work of Mustafa setting up those chances. Coach Troy will look for her and Mustafa to take advantage of the weak back line of the Seahawks.
Cecil College enters the game riding a 3-match win streak. The Seahawks have struggled against Howard recently, losing each of their last 3 meetings with the Dragons. To beat Howard, Cecil is going to have to rely heavily on Aubrey Cresswell. Mike, what does Cresswell bring to the Seahawks?
Well, Aubrey Cresswell is the leader of the Seahawks. She flies high, and it's in top 5 in kills per set, hitting percentage, and aces per set in the Maryland JUCO Conference. Really, everyone, if you look at a train, if the conductor falls off, the train stops. So really, limit the productivity of Cresswell, and Howard's going to come out with a W.
Howard and Cecil take the court next. Let's go to the Dragons' lair. First set, Julia Boris outside to Chelsea Perinello.
Chelsea Perinello with a huge block is too much to handle for the Cecil wall.
Cecil serving Howard. Alia Mustafa finds the setter. Boris, Taylor Bowen, big swing.
The Dragons use yet again their 4th-ranked offensive attack in the Maryland JUCO Conference to beat the blocking wall.
Cecil sends it over. Mustafa gets it to Boris.
Julia Boris sets up a beautiful ball, which is timed perfectly by Perinello to split the back line.
Howard runs away with the opening set, 25-10. On to the second, 3-point lead for Cecil. How about that serve by Kylie Shiflett? Howard serving Cecil now. Seahawks get into their system.
There she is again, Aubrey Cresswell with a huge kill down the center, which came with too much heat for libero Alia Mustafa.
6-point lead for Cecil. Parinello serving for Howard.
Parinello gives the Seahawks a taste of their own medicine, showing the power of her topspin, grabbing the point for the Dragons via the ace.
Cecil's lead is down to 4. Cresswell out of the back, handled by Parinello.
Receiving a beautiful short set, Stephanie Bartella slams it home, igniting the comeback.
Dragons back on top. Bartella with the serve.
We see the formation of the Dragons break down here as the back line slid up too far, leaving the end line open for the kill. Contrary to the breakdown of the Dragons, you see the back line of the Seahawks leaves the short side wide open for the teardrop point for the Dragons.
Taylor Bowen gives Howard the lead. Ensuing rally, Seahawks on the attack. Cresswell on the outside, hard driven ball.
The cannon from Cresswell was dug out, but the free ball over went a touch too far, though a valiant effort from Howard to get an otherwise impossible chance.
Next play, Cecil goes right back to Cresswell.
With yet another rocket from Cresswell, but this time Essence Holtzclaw digs it out for a free ball. Yet a miscue from the Seahawks gives the point to Howard.
24-24 late in the second.
Doing what she does best, Mustafa sets up the perfect chance off the serve, and Howard's Parinello slams it home to take advantage near the end of the game.
Dragons come back to win the second. Howard leads the match 2-0. Third set, Parinello buries it in the corner for her 6th service ace of the night. Howard goes on to win the third set 25-15. Howard gets win 16 on sophomore night.
Taylor, that was a terrific win. What are your thoughts after the game?
It was a really exciting game. Again, it was sophomore night, so there was a lot of energy already, and we got to go out and play our best. New players got to come in, and there was a new rotation every time, but we played strong the entire game, and I thought it was really great. I loved playing next to everyone, and it was a great last home game. It was really exciting.
Brittany, so how do you feel the team's playing right now, putting some wins together? How do you feel about the way the team's playing?
I feel like we're really coming together a lot better than we did in the beginning of the season. We're all really growing individually, and then when we grow individually, we grow as a team, which really helps us get our victories and just score every point at a time, and it's really good. I think we're all getting better, even in different positions. We're all trying different things, which is really cool that our coaches are helping us integrate into different positions that we're not used to. So I play middle sometimes, and I'm not a middle hitter, but it's really fun to play and get to the position and everything. So we're coming together.
Taylor, how about you? How do you feel the way the team's playing right now?
I think we're great. We really mesh really well as a team. We all have strengths that we bring together. We all fight together. We all lose together. We win together. And I've never been on a team that's very one like this one is this year. It's amazing.
Ladies, congratulations on the big win.
Thanks.
Thank you.
For Dragons Lair Update, I'm Matt Stovall.
For the latest highlights, go to youtube.com/HCC Dragon Sports. Thanks for watching, and remember, go Dragons!